Well, thank you very much indeed for watching this short video. If you're interested in Japanese gardens and Japanese garden ideas, maybe for your own, I thought that telling you about my blog may be of interest to you. I hope so. My name is Russ, and I'm heavily into Japanese gardens, have been for many years. To give you a little potted history of me, I hadn't the slightest idea what a Japanese garden was until in the late 90s. I was working in Las Vegas. I work in the media, and it was a boxing bout that I was covering between Frank Bruno, as a British boxer, and the one and only Mike Tyson. And after the boxing bout and work was finished, it was time to go home from Vegas via San Francisco. And when I arrived at San Francisco Airport, a city that I'm lucky enough to have been to many times before, my plane was delayed by about 8 hours. So I left my luggage at the airport, wandered out to the front of the terminal building and said, "Taxi, take me into San Francisco." And the guy said, "Are you just here for the day?" I said, "Yeah, my plane has been delayed." He said, "Where do you want to go? Pier 39? Do you want to go to Chinatown?" I said, "I've done all that. Is there anywhere I could go that I haven't been before that you would recommend?" And he said, "Well, do you like gardens?" And I said, "Well, yeah, funnily enough, I do. I find them relaxing." He said, "Well, the Japanese garden at Golden Gate Park is beautiful." And it was a lovely sunny day. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I think it was late spring. And he took me there, and I walked in and looked at this Japanese garden. And if you've been, you will know how beautiful it is. If you haven't been, you must go. And it completely captivated me. So when I got back to the UK, I decided that I'd find out as much as I could about Japanese gardens. We have many in this country, of course. In the United States and Australia, there are some beautiful examples of Japanese gardens. And then, of course, we go to Japan itself. So that is how an unexpected hobby came about for me. And you may have had a similar experience. You may just have seen videos and photos or visited one with family and friends and just been captivated by these beautiful, historical, meaningful creations. So that is a little background on me. This is my blog, Japanese Gardens for Small and Larger Spaces. And if you visit it, obviously there's an About Us page, which is me. You can get a free book, 7 tips for creating your own Japanese garden. Tips there how to get going, connection to our Facebook page, which I hope you can visit and like and share because it's got so much information on there. And we are officially Amazon influencers for Japanese gardens, so we've got our own store there, and I'll just click through to it and show you. And it basically is a little hub where I've gone through all of the stuff that I can find online about Japanese gardens, and I think is well worth recommending. Books, miniature gardens, tools, bonsai books, wind chimes, Japanese garden art, DVDs, all of that is in our store, which you may or may not wish to take a look at, and that, of course, is completely up to you. But anyway, the blog itself is, what's the best way of putting it? It's pretty popular. I'm not ranked #1 on Google. I'm not really fussed about that because people who like Japanese gardens tend to find us. But this blog is an Aladdin's cave of free Japanese garden information. There's a recent post. It's a video all about ideas for a Japanese garden in a small space, a video that I made. We tend to do a lot of videos because it's a visual interest, isn't it? Japanese gardens. We've got our own YouTube channel. There's a little link there. It'd be lovely if you could check it out and subscribe, because I wouldn't want you to miss out on videos. We've got a free audio book, of which there is part 1. It's available on our YouTube channel. And there's the second part of the audio book. And as I scroll down, there's an article there that I wrote when I visited a bonsai and bamboo garden in Norway, which is a stunningly beautiful Japanese garden. There's our book that you can get for free. I mean, this blog has been going for about 12, 13 years. Another one of the books that I've written there, 11 Simple Ways to Turn Your Garden Japanese. how to build a Zen garden. There's a video there. Lots of people are inspired by rocks and gravel gardens. Karisansui gardens in Japanese. Dry water is the rough translation, but so many people like to have that sort of garden at their home, even indoors. A self-built Japanese garden. I take you on a little trip there, a video trip. Bonsai, you might be interested in that. And this is just sort of fairly recent posts. It's another book that I wrote, The Little Book of Bonsai, that you can find on Amazon. Feng Shui and Japanese gardens, articles on that, and it just goes on and on and on. It's a really good resource, if I say so myself, because I spent a lot of time and love putting this together. So if you're interested in Japanese gardens, have a look at it. It's www.japzen.wordpress.com. There's a book that I wrote on Japanese Zen gardens. You'll find that on Amazon as well. So do have a look at this blog, because if you're looking for something to do with Japanese gardens, whether it's moss, stones, rocks, history, meaning of Japanese gardens, plants and shrubs and trees, you will find it on here. So I just wanted to let you know about it. It's japzen.wordpress.com. It's lovingly put together for people like you interested in Japanese gardens. Hop over on your browser, on your mobile phone, your tablet or your PC, on your lunch break, and have a look. And thank you for watching this video. If you've liked it, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot.